When it comes to housing construction, Toronto and the Golden Horseshoe may be one of the busiest spots on the planet, but some of those projects may be in danger of running behind, possibly even cancelled outright because of a growing shortage of skilled tradespeople. LIUNA, one of the largest construction unions, is calling on the next provincial government to bring in some much-needed changes to avert a potential crisis.
If you look at in the high-rise sector, the amount of high-rise multi-res development going on, you are seeing projects taking considerably longer because there's just not enough manpower to satisfy that need. So if nothing is done, I suspect that the problem will be exacerbated.
And that ends up costing everybody money.
The longer the project takes, for sure, the cost increase.
Jason Ottey of LIUNA Local 183 says they are doing all they can to get young people interested in careers in construction. They're offering training programs and working with groups like Toronto Community Benefits and reaching out to at-risk youth. They're also targeting First Nations youth and women as well. But he says LIUNA wants governments to do more. Provincially, he says the winning party needs to invest in training centres and helping potential employees get the needed experience to qualify for those programs. Ottey says the soaring cost of education may actually be helping them.
I do believe that as the cost of education has increased so much, people are looking at, they don't want to go and spend 4 years at university and then have a hard time in the job market. And that is really encouraging a lot of people to look at the trades because they can see that after they're finished their apprenticeship, there's a lot of work for them. And so they don't amass a massive student debt. They're earning while they're learning, and they have an incredibly rewarding career at the end of it.
Indeed, starting out in some of these careers, framing, high-rise and concrete, interns can start at 50 to 60K and then easily top 100 when they're working full-time. And also federally, they are pushing the government to make it easier to bring in foreign workers to help them ease the crisis. Coming up, what developers would like to see done to help handle this shortage of skilled workers. All right, this is a very familiar site here in Toronto, and of course, we see houses going up throughout the GTA, the Golden Horseshoe. In fact, we may be looking at one of the busiest places on the planet when it comes to construction, but it is feeling a pinch right now. It is missing out on skilled tradespeople. There is actually a shortage going on right now, and both the group overseeing the industry and one of the biggest unions, LIUNA, says that we may see even more issues arise, and they say they need some changes made, especially from the next provincial government.
If you look at in the high-rise sector, the amount of high-rise multi-res development going on, you are seeing projects taking considerably longer because there's just not enough manpower to satisfy that need. So if nothing is done, I suspect that the problem will be exacerbated.
And that ends up costing everybody money.
The longer the project takes, for sure, the cost increase.
Jason Ottey of LIUNA Local 183 says they are doing all they can to get young people interested in careers in construction. They're offering training programs and are working with groups like Toronto Community Benefits and reaching out to at-risk youth and also targeting First Nations youth and women. Now, Richard Lyle is the president of the Residential Development Council of Ontario. He says they are offering similar programs, but says the next provincial government needs to bring back some basic programs in high schools that show the positives of the trades and get guidance counselors guiding people towards those trades. He says it's more than just a good income. Lyle says you have independence and one of the highest job satisfaction levels in any industry. He says many tradespeople have stayed on longer than planned, but they are now retiring. And he says without fresh blood, they may have to make a difficult decision.
In 5 years, we need to have figured this out.
Will we see projects delayed?
No, we're not looking at that right now. And the other element of this, too, is that our industry is heavily engaged in automation and in off-site construction and prefabrication and so on and so forth, which is good. It's kind of sad in a way because if we can't fix the skilled labor side of things, then we've got to go to robotics and we've got to go to factory solutions. It's just, but one way or the other, we're going to build what we have to build.
Now, Lyle says that is not the way they want to go. And if you're thinking about this, careers in framing, high-rise, and concrete, well, their apprentices can start in the 50 to 60K range and easily top 100 with overtime. So something well worth thinking about as a career.